I'm going to start with my or our presentation by Mikolaj, Kostyrko, and myself. Let's see how that works. So what we did was we asked 220 universities within Europe, limiting it to Europe, what they think of digital archaeology and how would they teach it. Or we tried to find, particularly Mikolaj tried to find anyone in Europe that would teach something like digital archaeology. And we sent out a questionnaire to these, and you see we got about 40 replies, which is about 20%. Most of them came from, see how that works, came from the UK, Germany, and Poland. Some lesser from other countries, but unfortunately we didn't get any replies from mostly Southeastern Europe. So we'd be very happy if anybody knows someone to send this questionnaire directly to people who are involved with teaching digital and parenthesis archaeology to get more replies on that. I'm anyway going to show you a bit of the results that we had from these replies. Like that. So you notice okay. There we go. The questions were open and specific. So we had questions such as, how do you understand the term digital archaeology? Just giving them like the possibility to answer whatever they think it is. And you notice most of them are really talking about methods, saying, oh, well, this is GIS, this is statistics, computer simulations. Few actually answered in, well, we have to rethink archaeology, or we have to understand newly what is archaeology through digital archaeology. Of course, the CAA was mentioned as well as being like whatever is taught or being presented at the CAA is digital archaeology. From specific questions like what topics should be covered in a course called digital archaeology, it was pretty much the range of what we see at the CAA. One thing that was particularly like a bit critical saying was how to teach the relation, I quote down here an answer, how to teach the relation between archaeological data processing and socio-cultural interpretations is meant in digital archaeology. Processing archaeological data is quite easy to teach, but not in the sense what the data shows, but how can I use data to create narration about the past. So actually the interpretation of data, again, is the difficult part of digital archaeology. All these this range of answers put into specific terms would be, we have a part on collecting data and processing it, formatting and storage, interpretation, and outreach. And very few gave the information that was about theory on digital archaeology. Then we asked, and I'm sorry that it's being moved a bit. I guess this font is not really accepted by this community. Anyway, you see here the specific questions. We always gave them answers already where they had to pick answers. What is being taught on pretty much data recording and processing, taking data, storing it, and then more advanced stuff like programming, using software, writing software, and computational programming. So you notice already the change here. It's like everybody pretty much answered is using digital field recording, teaching digital field recording, or digital databases, and very few concentrate on actually the hard stuff, I would say. It's the same with this question, which of the following methods have been taught regularly at your university? You see the emphasis again on digital field recording and digital databases with very little programming. That continues on. how are they being taught? You notice there's a particular emphasis on lectures, so frontal teaching, and exercises, so hands-on work, are taking most of the or a part of most of the courses. There are few only seminars that are dedicated to digital archaeology, so where you actually have discussions on the topic. Again, which of the following methods are compulsory within the archaeology curriculum? You notice compulsory are mostly, again, these two, and very little is on the stuff that we emphasize so much on at the CAA. So that is something I think we can discuss later as well. What stage of learning are these topics being offered? Mostly it starts already in undergraduate studies, and then postgraduate and master studies is as well quite prominent. I mean, very few universities actually offer doctoral studies, so some kind of program within the PhD. How are these topics incorporated? Mostly as a single course. I guess most of us know that, teaching GIS, teaching simulation, teaching a certain specific topic. Weirdly, even though Tours, Cologne, Leiden answered questions, we didn't get a specialized master reply. I know that was misunderstood in the question. We expected at least a few universities to have that as a possibility on teaching digital archaeology. Then, what software is used? Mainly open source. Of these, what kind of software is being taught? Of course, we kind of expected that mainly the GIS software. Very little of the others are being taught. However, you have to choose no more than two. We just wanted to have people answer like quickly out of their mind, what are we teaching to of course, at some universities there will be a whole range of different software and programs being taught. Then, however, which of the following program languages are being taught? The main column is none. However, you see Python, R, and HTML are in a number of these institutes being taught. How is the institution planning to achieve this goal? I missed a question here. That was like, how are you going to improve make digital archaeology more prominent? And here was the answer, relatively clear on hiring qualified staff. So we all can cheer up on that. Hopefully there will be more positions available at some point, and also cooperating with technical institutes, which I guess is also a clever move on this, having specialists on this topic. I don't think I have the time anymore to actually go into detail with teaching issues. We had an open question again. Some answered it. Like particularly one thing was interesting by Rachel. She answered as, you have to make a difference between once this new or the digital and computational archaeology and the digital, more leaning to media data digital archaeology. So we have once the programming, and on the other side the work with data as a media, as a presentation for the public. And then a question, one answer was, there's not enough equipment, so we do need more money to get actually students interested and offering them all the possibilities that there are to teach digital archaeology. Well, this is pretty much it from my side. We would like to thank everyone who answered, and if you haven't done that, answered our questionnaire, please do so. Contact us, Mikolaj or me, and we can, I see there's a lot of people in the room. We can provide you with a questionnaire if your university is still a red dot without a name on it here. Thank you very much.